Hello students, in last class we have discussed about different types of solutions and then concentration of solution. Okay, today we will continue with our next concentration term, that is number 6, molarity, and molarity is represented by capital M. Molarity is the number of moles of solute present in per liter of solution, or you can say that number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution is known as molarity of the solution. Suppose I have a solution whose volume is 5 liter. The volume of the solution is 5 liter solution, and the amount of solute present in this solution is suppose 2 mole. 2 mole solute are present in 5 liter solution. Now, according to definition of molarity, the numbers of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution, 1 liter of solution is known as molarity of that solution. Okay? We can apply unitary method to derive the formula. From this example, we can say that 5 liter solution have 2 mole solute. Okay, so therefore 1 liter solution has 2 by 5 mole solute. Okay, and by definition this one is the molarity. This one is the molarity of the solution. Now I will apply the formula from this unitary method, or I will derive the formula from this method. Okay, so therefore molarity equal to, this term represent numbers of moles of solute, so therefore number of moles of solute. Okay, and this term represent volume of the solution in liter. The unit of volume is here liter, so therefore we can say that volume of solution in liter. Okay, so this is the formula for molarity of a solution. That means molarity equal to numbers of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter, and the definition of molarity is the number of moles of solute present in per liter of solution. Okay, in many cases the number of moles of solute is not directly given, so therefore we have to calculate the number of moles of solute, and you already got it in class 9 that numbers of moles of solute equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute. Okay, for numbers of moles of solute we have put here given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, and then volume of solution in liter. Okay, if we modify, then we will get given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1 divided by volume of solution in liter. Okay, for molarity we have derived two formula. First one is this one, very important, and the second one is this one. When numbers of moles of the solute is directly given, then we will apply this formula, and when mass of the solute is given, then we will apply this formula. Okay, after molarity, the next concentration term is molality. The next concentration term is molality. That is number 7, molality, and molality is represented by small m. and it is defined as the numbers of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. Suppose in this case we have a solution, having solute and solvent. Okay, in case of molarity we have considered the overall volume of the solution, but in case of molality we have to consider the mass of the solvent, in kg, mass of solvent in kg. Okay, and here again we have to consider the number of moles of solute, So therefore by definition we can say that molality is the number of moles of solute present in per kg of solvent. Hence we can write like this: molarity equal to number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. Okay, this is the formula to determine molality of a solution. When the numbers of moles is not directly given, only mass of solute is given, then we have to apply this formula: numbers of moles equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1 divided by mass of solvent in kg. Okay, very easy. Both molality and molarity are important to solve some problems. Okay, now we will consider the unit of molality and molarity. In case of molality, we got numbers of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. So therefore unit of molality will be numbers of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kg. So therefore the unit is mole per kg. Okay, and in some cases the unit is represented as small m, which is known as molal. Okay, and unit of molarity is mole per liter, because in that case we have considered numbers of moles of solute present in per liter of solution. So therefore the unit is mole per liter or capital M, which is known as molar. Okay, as for example, if 2m is given, then we have to read 2 molar. Again, suppose 5 molar. In this case we have to read like this: 2 molal, 3 molal. Okay, so we got another 2 concentration terms. Those are molarity of a solution and molality of a solution. Okay, now we will solve some problem related to concentration of solutions. Okay, first question is NCERT index question 2.1. Calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride if 22 gram of benzene is dissolved in 120 gram of carbon tetrachloride. Okay, we have to calculate the mass percentage of benzene and carbon tetrachloride, and in the solution 22 gram of benzene is dissolved with or mixed with 122 gram of carbon tetrachloride. Okay, we know mass percentage of solution equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100%. Okay, in this case the solute is benzene, so therefore mass percentage of benzene equal to mass of benzene divided by mass of solution into 100%, and mass of benzene is 22 gram. Mass of solution will be 22 plus 122 gram, because to determine the mass of solution we have to add the mass of solute and solvent. Therefore 122 plus 22 gram into 100% equal to 22 gram divided by 144 gram into 100% equal to, if we calculate, gram will be cancelled out with each other, and the answer is 15.28%. So therefore the mass percentage of benzene is 15.28%. Now we have to calculate the mass percentage of carbon tetrachloride. When we consider percentage, then the overall mass of the solution is considered as 100 gram or 100. Okay, in this case the mass of benzene is 15.28 gram. So therefore the mass of carbon tetrachloride will be 100 minus 15.28 gram, or we are calculating mass percentage, so therefore 100 minus 15.28%. Okay, hence I will write here, hence mass percentage of carbon tetrachloride equal to 100 minus 15.28%. Okay, equal to 84.72%. So in this problem we have solved the mass percentage of carbon tetrachloride and benzene from some given data, and those given data were the mass of solute and mass of solvent. Our next problem is NCERT in-text question 2.2, and in this problem we have to determine the mole fraction of benzene and carbon tetrachloride in a solution. Okay, and the question is calculate the mole fraction of benzene in solution containing 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. When mass of any one of the solute or solvent is given in percentage, then we have to take the mass of solution as 100. The mass of solution equal to 100 gram, and the mass of benzene is given as 30%, and hence mass of benzene equal to 30 gram. Now we will determine the mass of carbon tetrachloride. If the total mass of the solution is 100 gram and mass of benzene is 30 gram, then mass of carbon tetrachloride will be 100 minus 30 gram. Now mass of carbon tetrachloride equal to 100 minus 30 gram equal to 70 gram. Okay, in this problem we have to determine the mole fraction, and to determine mole fraction we must need numbers of moles of solute and solvent. Okay, because we already discussed in our earlier class that mole fraction equal to numbers of moles of that component divided by total number of moles of the solution, but here numbers of moles is not directly given, but we can determine the numbers of moles from given mass, because numbers of moles equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute, or in case of solvent the numbers of moles will be given mass of solvent divided by molar mass of solvent. Now number of moles of benzene will be given mass of benzene divided by molar mass of benzene. Given mass of benzene divided by molar mass of benzene. And in this case, the given mass of benzene is 30 gram. 30 gram divided by molar mass of benzene. We all know that formula of benzene is C6H6. So therefore, to determine the molar mass, 6 into atomic mass of carbon is 12 plus, in case of hydrogen, 6 into 1. We are considering molar mass, therefore the unit will be gram per mole. Okay? Equal to 30 gram divided by, if you calculate, then you will get 78 gram per mole. And here the number of moles of benzene will be 0.385. 0.385. Now again we have to determine the numbers of moles of carbon tetrachloride. We get the number of moles of benzene. Now we will determine the numbers of moles of carbon tetrachloride. After that we will determine the mole fraction of benzene and carbon tetrachloride in the solution. Again numbers of moles of carbon tetrachloride equal to given mass of carbon tetrachloride divided by molar mass of carbon tetrachloride. In this case, the given mass of carbon tetrachloride is 70 gram. We already determined the given mass of carbon tetrachloride is 70 gram, and the molar mass of carbon tetrachloride will be CCl4. So therefore 12 plus, there are 4 chlorine, 4 into 35.5 gram per mole. If you calculate this one, then you will get 154 gram per mole, equal to 70 divided by 154 gram per mole. 70 gram divided by 154 gram per mole, gram and gram will be cancelled, and the answer will 0.455 mole. So hence we get the number of moles of benzene and numbers of moles of carbon tetrachloride. Now we will determine the mole fraction of benzene. Hence mole fraction of benzene equal to number of moles of benzene divided by total number of moles in the solution. We already determined the number of moles of benzene is 0.385. 0.385 divided by total numbers of moles. To get total numbers of moles, we have to add numbers of moles of benzene plus numbers of moles of carbon tetrachloride. So hence 0.385 plus 0.455. Okay, 0.385 divided by, if you add this one, then you will get 0.84. Hence the mole fraction of benzene will be 0.458. Okay, you have to calculate this term. After calculating or after simplifying this term, you will get the mole fraction of benzene is 0.458. Okay, and mole fraction is the ratio between numbers of moles. Therefore mole fraction has no unit. Okay. Now we have to determine the mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride. Again, mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride equal to, in last class we learned that when we add the mole fractions of different components present in a solution, then the result is 1. In a solution having two components, in last class we already discussed, in a solution having two components A and B, we add their mole fractions and the result we get is 1. So therefore, in this case, to get the mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride, we have to minus the mole fraction of benzene from 1. So 1 minus 0.458 equal to 0.542. Hence, in this problem we have learned how to determine mole fraction of different components present in a solution when the numbers of moles are not directly given. Okay. In this case, the masses of benzene and carbon tetrachlorides are given, and from the given mass we determine their numbers of moles, and then we determine their mole fractions in the solution. So in this class we have learned about molarity of a solution, after that molality of a solution, then we solve two problems. One is related to mass percentage of a solution and another one, that means this one, related to mole fraction of a solution. In next class we will solve more problems related to molarity, molality and mole fraction. Okay, thank you.